Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Today's matchup features two teams eager to come away with a late season win. It's the Ravens going up against the Steelers. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first down throw here for Rivers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On second down, Rivers again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
They go play action. Rivers throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And they finally get him down at the other 46. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
First down, Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
When it comes to Elvis Dumervil, just throw your tape measure right out. He fits none of the qualities that you're looking for in terms of height, weight, speed. But he gets to the quarterback and puts him on his back.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Now Rivers.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Rivers now to throw on first down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Steve Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and it's third down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Jimmy Smith looks like the corners that you want coming into the league now. Long, ability to play the football in the air, terrific cover guy.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. On third down, Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. That was second down run for Murray. And he's brought down. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
To throw, Rivers, and he fires one incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and that'll bring up second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is Rivers. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Steve Smith with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the ref goes under the hood, puts the headset on for the often dreaded did the ball cross the plane review.
So difficult because all it takes is a portion of the ball crossing the plane for it to count, but you've got to get the right angle, and right now the officials...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Phillip Rivers with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Let's go now. Like 80.
Roethlisberger keeps it. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And now here come the Ravens. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Rivers. And this one brought in by a man who missed all of last year, Kelvin Benjamin. He got 29 yards that time.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rivers now to throw on first down. Smith catches left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing, Rivers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. DeMarco Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know, when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Rivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On fourth down, they snap it to Rivers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. A first down throw here for Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And that'll be good for a Baltimore first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. First down, Rivers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for DeMarco Murray out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They go with Murray again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DeMarco Murray with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger finding time. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 3rd down. So getting in there to swat that one away, Josh Norman defensively.
I still remember the first time I saw him in person. It was a postseason college all-star game, and he's out of Coastal Carolina, and he was the buzz of the week. Everyone kept talking about that corner. Got to go back and do more work on him. It's paid off pretty darn well, hasn't it? Yeah. Josh Norman's had quite an impact in the air.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, wide
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Red zone opportunity. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Rivers now to throw on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Steve Smith with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens add on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's got time. He's going to try and go deep again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Stewart is the lone setback. Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Like 80.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. A dump off here to Stewart. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now Rivers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's pumped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Rivers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Brown, the lone receiver left. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, it's Roethlisberger to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They come up in an offset eye.
Black 30. Double bump.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And now it's fourth down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Easy, easy.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go. Black fire.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Benjamin with it over the middle. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st down, Murray. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing Rivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Hurry up, let's go. No spacing.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Corner.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger stays on his feet. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. On second down, Rivers again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Rivers, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Throwing, Rivers, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. The 20. And a cutback left. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DeMarco Murray. His 3rd touchdown of the game. His 8th on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And the lead is now an even 30. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger up. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Throwing here, Rivers. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open